This is going to be very interesting this year. Um, First, you're doing this with the iPad. I took the iPad cover off because I don't want it to flap in front of you. Okay, we're going to use the 40 caliber, which is a hollow point for the pedestrian, 45 ACP, which is a ballpoint for me, and the 5.56 for the car/truck. Okay, now one thing we're going to need to know is that for the last 7 weeks of this school term, I had construction teams in the road every day for about 7 weeks, except 3 days, 3.5 days. 2 days for rain, 1 day because they were somewhere else, and 1/2 day because they were somewhere else. But they would do things like this road here, block it off, and then be working all the way down the block. Or they would be in the middle of the road. There would be times when I would have one cop with me. One time when I had like 5 cops with me. But I had a cop, like I said, every day except 3.5 for the past 7 weeks of school. I had to have a cop because we had to help close the road. He had to put his car in the road and put the block sign up, and the cop had to guard the perimeter while I did all the work. Because I have to go around to all the spots, do all the pedestrians, do all of that. And while I'm doing all of that by myself, the cop is guarding the perimeter. Truth. And some cops fell asleep in the car. Some cops didn't want to work. Some cops were more fanatical than I was, which is saying something. Okay? But it was a very interesting experience. And that's going to play into a couple of these saves here, especially number 2. We count backwards from 10, obviously. Okay. Now, 10. Okay, 10 was in the morning one day. Yeah. It's not going to work. Okay. 10 was in the morning one day. Now, pedestrian here. There we go. Pedestrian here. Me here. Car coming this way. Now, a car was making a turn. And as the car was making the turn, the pedestrian tried to run into the road. And the pedestrian's not paying attention to where they're going. And this will come into play when I talk about the rules of the road later on. And the car doesn't see the pedestrian. So you can't really blame the car, you blame the pedestrian. And I just freaking hooked my arm into this woman's torso area and pulled her back like really hard. And the car missed her. I'm looking through the viewfinder like fucking crazy. Okay, so it got pretty nuts. And you saw me, because the car's coming this way, she almost ran in the middle of the fucking road. And if you calculate it out, she would have ran into the car and got really fucked up. Now, I get the list over here. After the cop left one day, and this was the real fanatical cop, this cop would have fucking shot somebody. I'm over here. A truck from the Con Ed Power a car from the Con Ed Power Company is coming this way. A woman is getting ready to run into the road. This car was coming on real fast, and I yelled, "Wait," and she just stopped. She came that close, if not closer. And I'm on this side, I'm yelling out to her. Okay. Now, I had a cop doing this. This is in the morning one day. I had a cop doing this with me. I have 3 people coming down this way. I'm in the middle of the road. The car is here. This woman is making a turn. No signal. Mother and 2 kids. The bolts are falling. Mother and 2 kids coming down. Okay. I'm in the middle of the road. Woman here is not paying attention, laughing to herself, and turning. She almost clips all 3 people. And I'm standing in front of her, and I'm yelling, "Watch where the fuck you're going." Kids burst out laughing. The cop was over here, guarding the perimeter because his road was closed. What they would do is they would close the road going this way, and this would be open, and the cop would be here. And I can't tell you how many guys try to go around this, but you fucking laugh. Okay. Now, Okay. This is another close call. This was before the cops came, so no cop now. Now I'm over here. Car's coming this way. Car's making the turn. The car cuts very, very close and almost clips an 8th grade girl. I had to stand next to her, hold on to her, get myself in front of the car to block the car. And the reason why you do this is simple. Let the car hit you first. Yeah. Nice. But I grabbed her, moved right out of the way, and the car went. Okay? The issue is, and they tell you this in training, let the car hit you. Very, very nice, right? Very fun. Okay, so that was number 7. Okay, number 6, we're going down now. I'm here. Woman's here. Truck is here. Now this is why you don't get too close to the curb when you're on the road. I had a woman with a cane, and as she's coming out, I move her back because the truck is gonna bump the curb. So I move her back before this happens, and I say this from losing a leg. And that's the gospel truth. The trucks and buses will hit this curb. Wide road here, narrow road here. This is the norm. So get them the fuck back. Quickly. Grab, push, pull, yell, do whatever you gotta do. Okay. Any motorcycle aficionados out there? Good. The very first motorcycle was a bicycle, and some guy put a motor in it. That's how it started. We have a guy in the neighborhood, I'm not even joking when I fucking say this. He literally has one of those things. It's obviously a newer model, but he literally has a fucking bicycle with an engine in it. And he's coming down the road, even though he's a... Okay, we're gonna use him. Okay, I'm here. He's in the road here. Who knows what a flatbed tow truck looks like? Okay. How many of you guys have seen a flatbed tow truck make a turn like this without checking their blind spot? I yelled at them to watch each other. Truck stopped. He stopped and got back. The truck was not even checking the fucking blind spot, and the truck was gonna hit him and knock him off the fucking bicycle. You know what injury that would have been? He would have been hit by the flatbed part. And he's late 40s, early 50s. Okay. In training lasts about an hour and a half, but this training session ended after about a half hour. We literally talked, I'm not even joking when I fucking say this, for 6 minutes with the lecture. You know, these are the rules. We talked for 6 minutes, and then we started taking over each other. We were literally just standing there talking and trading stories. And there's an old story. The woman that said is retired this year. She said, we know this shit so we can teach it ourselves. Which is true. But the problem is we're going over lectures like crazy. We're going over our own stories like crazy, rather. Now, there's a school bus here. Now, when the school bus parks, and I'm here, follow this kid in the road. Now, I said this in the training lecture, and it came to fruition second week of school in the morning. When a school bus stops to pick up kids, before the school bus deploys the stop sign, there's always one jerk off that wants to run the fucking bus. Guy's got his daughter on the road. He's walking out. And I said, you should always tell the pedestrian to wait. You go out, you extend the stop sign, and halt the car. So I told the guy, wait, ran out front, like this, held the stop sign out, car blew, almost knocked the sign out of my hand. Now, if I was not here to do that, this guy would have walked in the road innocently, and boop, him and the daughter, about 2 years old, I think, maybe 3. Scary. but true. Okay. That was number 4. Yeah. Now, there was a guy, same exact situation. Boss is here. He's about 20. He's on a bicycle. And I deploy the same method. Wait, I'll go first. I take the sign, hold the sign out. Car jams the brake. Bitch almost hits the fucking sign in my hand. But she stops. And I said, where the fuck you going? He would have been run over and paralyzed. Okay, that would have been paralyzation. Okay, this is the fun part. Remember I said the construction? Well, the construction, there was one day when I had no cop in the morning. No, one day I had no cop, period. That was a Friday. Then the Monday, I had no cop in the morning. But in the evening, I had a cop. Okay, what happened was this. The cops are told to come to my section. The cop is sitting here on the sidewalk, waiting for the crew to come, the construction team, to tell him what to block, where to block, how to block. I'm going to work here today, I'm going to work here, blah, blah, blah. And he's waiting. The foreman rolls by in a Caterpillar backhoe, and the foreman tells me to tell the cop that they're not going to be here today. They're going to be up the block next to the hospital. Okay. So I go and I tell the cop, that in a few minutes he's going to move out of my section and go up the block to where the hospital's at. Okay, cool. Now he's waiting for the other cop too, because there's going to be 2 cops. He's on the sidewalk. I see him pull into traffic, stop at a red light. I move pedestrians. Okay, he actually stops at a red light and lets me move pedestrians. Then he continues up. He goes out of the sight of this thing here. He stops the car and he gets out to walk to a guy. And I'm thinking maybe he's telling the guy, get out of the fucking road, you're blocking it. Are you having engine problems? You need my help? But he gets out of the car, goes over to a motorist, and then I see the motorist get out of the car, fall down on his hands and knees, fall down on his hands and knees. And I'm like, holy shit, that guy. I literally yell out loud, and I'm standing here on the corner with a civilian next to me, and I literally yell out, that guy's fucked up. And this is a steep incline hill. So I immediately run across the street, and he radioed for the ambulance. Okay. And I say, you want me to close the road? Yeah, close the road. Now, closing the road means I have to stand in the middle of the road, like this. That's me. And I have to tell every single car to get out, move out, get out, go, 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 emergency, go, go, go. Now, the construction team had about 3 dozen barriers, and they left them on the sidewalks literally for 2 months straight, and took them as they needed them. I can't use a barrier because if I move out of the way to get a barrier, cars will come up the road. So I have to literally stand there by myself. Now, one woman comes over, and and I say, what the hell are you doing? Get the hell out of here. And I look in the window, it's one of my mother's. She wanted to park in her parking lot spot next to the building up before you get to where the cop is. And I'm like, okay, fine, go. And the next week, I explained to her what happened, and I almost started crying. I'm like, I'm so sorry I yelled at you. So I'm standing there telling me to get out, move out of the way, move out of the way, move out of the way. Remember I said the other cop wasn't there yet? Other cop is coming down the road, and he sees me. Now, A, where is the barrier? B, where is the construction team? Okay, I'm literally closing the street by myself without any barriers, without any construction team. I'm not what am I doing here? He knew immediately something was wrong. So he lowered his window, and before he could say one word, I literally said, go to him. I mean, go to your partner. He went up to his partner, then hear the siren. I have to stop the traffic, move in the middle of the road, move the ambulance up, get the guy in the ambulance, get him out of there. Now, the cops had blocked off the road all the way up by the hospital after they did this incident. They moved up there. And I went up and I asked the cop what was going on. Because A, I like to know the curiosity. B, sometimes they need to know because God forbid someone wants to know. If the supervisor wants to know, or if the commissioner gets involved, or if some detective comes to me, God forbid someone comes up to me, I want to know what to tell them. You're not going to tell a civilian this shit, but if a supervisor wants to know, you got to talk. And yes, I do get asked periodically what the fuck is going on. Okay, if there's a crime committed, they say, have you seen this person? Or we're looking for this person, or tell civilians to get inside. Serious. Okay. So I asked the cop, I'm done with my shift. I go up the top, across the street, I'm out of the view of this thing. And I asked the cop what happened. The cop said as he was sitting here, he saw a guy right by and noticed the guy was fucked up. Thank God he was there, because if I was by myself, I probably wouldn't have noticed it. And if I did notice it and called for backup, the dispatch would have been arguing with me for 10 minutes, and it would have taken another half hour back to get there. So, thank God he was there, right? He noticed the guy was fucked up. And he pulled the guy over, and the guy was tuned up on drugs. Driving on drugs. But when they got the guy into the hospital, he punched the security guard in the face. And as I'm walking back to base, which is up this way and around, I noticed a dozen of our guys outside the hospital waiting for the guy to arrest him for assaulting the security guard. Here's the problem. That guy was fucked up. He could have run over. No, this is why this is an important save. We did not save that piece of shit. No. God forbid that guy ran someone over. They could have been killed. He was so fucked up he couldn't stand. So he could have killed someone. But in addition to that bullshit, the more pressing issue is, what if he had a fender bender and the other person got out of the car with the insurance card, just do an insurance exchange, and he attacked that person? He could have killed him. If he's willing to punch a security guard in the face in front of a million eyewitnesses in a hospital, what is he going to do if he's on a side road and ends up, in an accident? He hits a car, the motorist gets out of the car, may I have your insurance please, okay, and he starts going crazy on the guy. He could have really killed somebody, okay? So that's what makes it such an interesting save. Now the third one, I only saved, that I would say that was saving a life. Now, in the afternoon, in November, I think it was November, I had fire trucks come down this road. Okay, I had a whole traffic for that, fire trucks. Now I'm over here. I have a mother and a daughter in the middle of the road here. I come into the middle of the road to watch them and point out them to cars. One bitch in the car here, not only does she turn, she jams her gas and speeds. I ran from here directly in the line of sight this way. And I was screaming so loud, you could have heard me in Albuquerque. I can't tell you how loud I was. Every other word was fuck. She almost killed a fucking 6-year-old girl. She actually got out of the car because she wanted to argue with me. I said, get back in the fuck, I'll kill you. And then she goes away, parks the car, gets out, comes down, and tells me she's reporting me. Okay, good. Report me, you fucking bitch. Okay, I thought she was gonna want to fight me or whatever. I'm like, okay, you want to? But she said, I'm gonna report you. I said, that's fine. You call the department. You tell the department. I didn't say all this shit, but you want to report me, fine. Because if you want to report me, you gotta call the department, leave your name, your address, your phone number. Okay, so, and then they gotta call me and tell me what the complaint was about. So you call the department, you give them all your personal details, and have me tell them, yeah, you almost killed a child. And that is my top 10 of the year. Very interesting year. Thank you.